everyone, halo semua, it's Hani here. Welcome to Kampung Paguyuban. I know it's taking a long time for me to finally making this video, so today's video will be different. It will be a gameplay that most of you been requesting to me to play The Sims with Indonesian culture. Jadi di video kali ini fokus aku mau coba mainin The Sims pakai gaya kesehariannya orang-orang Indo. Well, pastinya nggak bisa 100% ya. At least bisa adaptasiin beberapa culture Indo ke orang luar, which is it's actually one of my intention. So I will be using both English and Bahasa Indonesia, so I advise you to turn on the subtitle. Hope you guys will enjoy the gameplay, and I hope by watching this video you're able to know a little bit of Indonesian life and culture. Let's go! So, in this story, our main characters will be this family. Actually, the owner of all these residential rentals are belong to the old couples that lives inside this house. But they trust our main characters to manage all the rentals. Let me introduce our main character first. This is Mr. Rudi Tresno. He is the head village in Kampung Paguyuban, as well as the head of Tresno family. Usually, we Indonesian call the head of the neighborhood as Bapak RT or Pak RT. Bapak or Pak means sir. And if the head of the neighborhood is a woman, we call it as Ibu RT or Bu RT. Ibu or Bu means ma'am, and it also applies to call the head of the neighborhood's wife. That's why this beautiful lady besides Pak RT over here is called as Ibu RT, because she is Mr. Rudi's wife. As for the meaning of RT, well, I don't know the proper translation RT in English, but RT stands for Rukun Tetangga, and it means Association of Neighborhood. Bener nggak ya? So, in Indonesia, the neighborhood areas often known with number to differentiate each area, like RT1, RT2, RT3, and so on. Well, do you get the point? To put it simple, it's just a small scale of neighborhood area. Second, this is Mirsus Ratna Tresno. She is the wife of Mr. Rudi. They've been together ever since they are in high school. Well, I will save their story about how they met in other time, and of course if you are interested. Kalau emang mau diceritain nanti tuh vibes-nya kayak cerita masa-masa putih abu-abu kali ya. Romansanya anak muda gitu. And finally, this is Ayu. She is the only child of Mr. Rudi and Mirsus Ratna. By the way, we Indonesian commonly address other people's name with their first name. We rarely use the family name, and the fact is, not all Indonesian have surname. So basically, it's just first name and last name, but the last name is not always the family name. So from now on, I will call Mr. Rudi Tresno as Mr. Rudi, and Mirsus Ratna Tresno as Mirsus Ratna. So, Ayu is kembang desa in this village. I don't know the right terms in English, but if there is the most beautiful girl in the village, we called it as kembang desa. Paling cantik Ayu nih. And actually her name means beautiful too in Javanese. Javanese is one of traditional language in Indonesia. By the way, I'm so bad at making a good-looking Sims, but I'm trying to create her looks to be beautiful in Indonesian way. Udah Indonesia banget belum sih mukanya? Aku gak jago banget bikin orang di The Sims. Ini pun hasil percobaan keempat kalinya. Alright, let's get back on the gameplay. Basically, our main focus of this gameplay will be how to properly manage all these rental units so the Tresno family will be rich, of course, by making all the units 5-star. And also to find the true love for our beloved girl, Ayu. Firstly first, because this is a pilot episode, I think it will be nice to take you guys on a tour first around Kampung Paguyuban. Oh my bad, I haven't told you the meaning behind of this village. So basically Kampung Paguyuban means, Kampung means village, and Paguyuban is actually from Sundanese, a traditional language in Indonesia. Kalau ditranslate ke Indonesia artinya tuh kekeluargaan, or in English it means family or kinship or something like that. By the way, kalau aku ada keliru dalam hal translating, tolong koreksi aku ya. Alright, let's start the tour from the front area of the village. Guess let's start with this little kiosk over here. In Indonesia, we called it warung. Warung means small shop or stall or kiosk. I think those three words can represent warung in English, and this is a custom content from warung. I will put it on description, so if you want to have this on your game, just hit the link. So basically, this warung sells sachet drinks. They must be blended first. These sachet drinks are favorite, especially for kids. But sometimes their mother would forbid to buy this often because sometimes it can make us sick because of the ice, like coughing up blood, batuk-batuk. Usually, if the kids still insist on buying these cold drinks, the mother will say,
Minum es terus!
And this sachet drink you see right here is a well-known brand. Kalau ada orang Indo di sini pasti hafal ini merek apa aja, walaupun ngeblur ya. Ini tuh apa ya? I think it's candy. I don't know this one. I think this is snack. Astor kali ya. Kalau ini Popeyes, of course, just like this one. Ada kerupuk juga. Kalau yang ini wajib sih ya, ada di warung. Well, kerupuk is made from flour for sure. But the flour can be mixed with anything to add the flavor. It can be mixed with fish, shrimp, or anything. Then the mixture will be shaped first before dried under the sun. Then after it completely dried, then it finally can be fried. Then the finished product will look like this. And it will distribute on every warung atau warung makan, usually using this type of metal container. Oke, kita lihat ada apa lagi. Oh, ada kompor. Okay, guys, so this is a countertop stove. This is the kind of stove that we Indonesian usually use. Well, because there is stove here, then this warung sells food. Kalau ada kompor berarti makanan yang dijual tuh cireng kali ya? Seblak atau gorengan. Yeah, gorengan tuh pasti ada sih. Well, gorengan means fried food. We Indonesian can be creative when it comes to food. Basically, we can fry anything. Like we can make gorengan from tofu, banana, cabbages, potato, anything. Seriously. And besides gorengan, usually in warung they sell Indomie, which is its instant noodles. Perhaps have you heard of Indomie? Or maybe you already tried it. If you already tried it, I'll be happy to hear what you think about Indomie. Or perhaps you prefer other instant noodles? Do tell me in the comments. Alright, is there anything else? Oh, we almost skipped the most important stuff for bapak-bapak di Indonesia. Rokok. Cigarettes. It feels like if they skip smoking, they would die in instants. I wonder why. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This one is called saung in Indonesia. I think this is pretty much like gazebo in general. The difference is you're supposed to be sit like this. Usually it's a place for people to have conversation, having a picnic, a lunch, or just resting. Unfortunately, this one we have right now, it doesn't function like the real version. Just as you can see, this format of this object in The Sims read as sofa. So Sims can only sit like this. That's so unfortunate, but that's okay. Wait a sec, I think we should place a trash bin here. So it will keep the neighborhood free from trash. Let's keep the community clean. In this village, we have a multi-purpose field. Commonly in Indonesia village, the kids in the neighborhood will use this for soccer game, mostly. But unfortunately, Sims 4 doesn't have soccer except one that came with high school expansion pack. Oh my, she's crying. Well, I'm replacing it to be a field for basketball and marble play area, as you can see right now. And the chairs over here, this is for the adults, so they can sit here while making sure that their kids stay on their side. By the way, I'm using mod, so the adults can also play marbles too. Every mod that I'm using in this video, I will put it on description so you don't need to worry about that. And like typical village in Indonesia, it's not complete without views of the clothesline in the sideways. I'm also placing a clothesline here too. Alright, let's move on to the next one. And this one called becak. It's one of traditional public transportation in Indonesia, but not anymore as it's starting to be abandoned by society, especially in cities area. You know, times changed. Okay, I guess we should try this. Alright, Mr. Rudy, please give us a demonstration, please. Oh, forgot to take off the helmet. Well, I just downloaded a mode to change the helmet whenever riding a bike for realistic purpose for this gameplay. Wait, the helmet's still on? Alright, never mind. Well, the baja look like this, except the helmet. So the driver will sit on the back, meanwhile the passengers will sit on the front. The fun fact is, it's supposed to be only for 2 people, but Indonesian are kinda funny. If it fit, we can have up to 3 or 4 people to sit here, mostly 2 adults and 2 childs. Unfortunately, I cannot demonstrate that in Sims, because it's not on the feature. Okay, let's stop for a sec. The helmet making the overall look so off. And yeah, it's supposed to be like this. Yay, no helmet. I know, it's not safety at all, but I should give you the real visual. Okay, I think that's enough, Mr. Rudy. Let's go back home. Now we are back and let's try this one. This one is called bajai. Actually, there is a bajai that comes in foreign. Okay, I will go to build mode first and place the tuk-tuk, the one that comes in foreign, named tuk-tuk. Well, even though it's similar, but it's still different, right? And the bajai in foreign version cannot be used as vehicle, just for decorations only. See? I cannot click on it. But this one over here, we can write on it. Let's try. Alright, I think we need your help again, Mr. Rudy. Wow, his outfit very matched with the bajai. It looks so authentic. Oh my god, it stole at me. Ya ampun, nembus warung guys. Alright, this is how bajai sounds like. Pretty loud, right? Currently, bajai is becoming modernized by the government. The current version is like this. It still had the shape of bajai, of course, but it's more decent with the quality and stuff. By the way, because there is no car in Sims 4, just like any other vehicle, you can see the weird movement here. This bajai read as bike. Oh, Mr. Rudy's athletic skill is leveling up. Alright, let's go back to home, Mr. Rudy. Thank you. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, he's doing maneuver. Okay, thank you for giving us demonstration, Mr. Rudy. Now how about we try this bike? This is a bike to sell jamu. Have you guys heard jamu before? It's kind of like wellness drink. So jamu is a healthy traditional drink. Every ingredient made of organic and there is no chemical in jamu. Jamu can reduce symptoms like stomach ache, menstruation pain, and enhance stamina. You know what I mean? And even though I'm not a fan of jamu, sometimes I drink this. The name is kunyit asam to reduce menstruation pain. Actually, jamu and the seller is kinda inseparable because they can mix this jamu according to your needs. Like when you approach them, you can directly tell them your health problems and they can make the jamu right away as requested. I know for non-Asian, if we have health problem, we should have just go to the doctor instead to jamu seller. But back then, not everyone here in Indonesia can have access to medical facilities, so we seek traditional medicine instead. Jamu still exists till today, but it's only for recreational purpose. Okay, let's try it. Oh, Wow, we got a model here. What is it? Feel relieved from drinking jamu. Wow, this is literally the first time I'm trying it. Okay, enough with the drink testing. I just created an elder woman to help us demonstrate the jamu bike. You know, because usually the seller is mostly elder woman. Well, one thing that I like about them, they have such a caring and adorable personality like grandma does. I guess that is one thing that I love about being an Asian, because of those little things. Well, this is how the bike looks like. I love that we have this kind of helmet in Sims 4. It made the overall look so perfect. Oh, one more thing. Actually, not all jamu seller is using bike. In places I have lived, I commonly saw them to sell just by foot. Like this. Now we entering the rental unit. As you can see, it's like rainbows. So colorful. I do it on purpose so we can all easily to identify each household by their house color. This greenhouse is the first unit here. And this is where our main characters live. Actually, I'm using this type of green purposely because it's very common sight to see Indonesians' house with this green color. Like this. And this. And this. And now this is the second unit. Judging by the stuff on the porch, I guess there are kids living in this house. Look at these cute little flower decorations. And a small bike with fire stickers on the frame. Alright, let's move on. This is the third unit. Okay, not many stuff here. And this is the fourth unit. I think this one's still empty because there is no stuff on the front. And this is the fifth unit. Oh, they got sandbag on the front. Guess they like to exercise. Actually, this is a house of Ayu's bestie. I mean, best friend, BFF. She lives here with her little brother. Can say that she's kinda like sports too much. Well, you're gonna meet her soon. Okay, enough with this row. Let's get on the opposite. This red house is the sixth unit. Judging by the color, it will be a house for someone with kinda temperamental type of person. Spoiler alert! And this is the seventh unit. It looks abandoned. I wonder why this unit looks like it hasn't been taken care at all. Wait, why there is a banana tree in here? I don't remember placing this one. Kayaknya ini kerjaan salah satu warga kampung di sini deh. Okay, I will move it to somewhere else. Okay, I think I'm gonna place it here. Okay, looks great. Oh, I forgot this area. So this is also a communal area for gardening mostly because Mrs. Ratna really love gardening so much. And if you know, gardening can be an easy way to earn lots of money if you know how to do it. Besides gardening area, there is a chicken coop here too. This is actually a hobby of Mr. Rudy. Actually, it should be a bird instead of chicken. So let me tell you, it's very common for older men, typically dads. In Indonesia, we called it bapak-bapak. Somehow, most of them have the same hobby, which is owning birds. I don't know if it's only applied for Japanese only, but most of bapak-bapak near me is love to collecting birds. Unfortunately, bird is not available in Sims 4, so chicken will be just fine. Yeah. And here I'm placing a barbecue grill so the neighbors can have some barbecue time. Oh my god, we should dispose it. Mrs. Ratna, I need your help. Okay, thank you. Let's continue with the houses. Okay, we already in the 7th unit before. Let's get going to the next unit, which is the 8th unit. I think the one who lives here is a man. We got a cup of coffee and an ashtray. And another sandbag. Okay, and a bicycle. This is the 9th unit. No sign of life here. I guess this is also empty, but oh, what is this? We got another bike here and a kitty. Wait, I never tried this before. What do you have here? Okay, vegetables and fruits. Let's see what you got here. I see. Money fruit. 8,000 simoleons. Okay. Pineapple, pomegranate, tomato. Okay, this could be useful. And this one? If I need some uncommon vegetable and fruits, I can just buy from here. Nice feature, Kawarong. Okay, how about we test the bike? Oh my, she doesn't want to let go of her phone. Definisi emak-emak kekinian Ibu Ratna. Asik sama HP loh dia. Duh. Bu Ratna, tolong hati-hati ya Bu Ratna. Kenapa kayak gini emang gak bisa manuver ya Bu? Kalau yang bawa emak-emak emang beda nih ya. Bagus juga loh. But I didn't know what kind of gerobak is this. Yang jelas ini bukan gerobak sayur atau buah ya. Kayaknya gerobak cincau atau es goyang gak sih? Oke deh, kita lanjut lagi review unit rental di kampung. Alright, this is the last unit of our rental, the 10th unit. Pinky! The bike has such a cute color too. So cute. Okay, so that's it for the rental units. We got 10 units here for the total. Originally, we can only have 6 units, but I'm using cheats for Kampung Paguyuban. You can type this on your cheat console box too. So by using these cheats, it can allowing you to make more than 6 units in one residential rental. And having more than 6 units on your lot can take up a lot of rendering and stuff to your device, so make sure your device performance is very great. Another entertainment in Kampung Paguyuban, I'm placing a hopscotch over here too for the kids. This game truly brings back some of my childhood memory. I used to play this in front of my house. We usually have chalks to draw the hopscotch. I can say I'm pretty great with it. Kidding, I already forgot if I'm good or bad at playing this. And next, we have something special here. The back area of the village. We have a graveyard here in Kampung Paguyuban. Yes, it's very common to find a graveyard in the middle of Indonesian's village. So this is how a typical graveyard in Indonesia looks like. Just like any other custom content of Indonesian stuff, this is also from Morong. So commonly the grave design in Indonesia look like this. Basically the material is using concrete as the foundation, then covered with ceramic floor tiles, which you can pick any color you want. And the middle part here is the headstone. And this is another color option for the same design. And sometimes it can also be designed like this. Well, as far as I know, it also can depends where the grave located. Different culture will have different typical grave design. Last but not least, we have the last option of the custom content. This is the typical fresh grave, which is only for temporary. It's just mound of dirt with flower petals on top of it. Well, it's kind of like a culture here to spread flower petals on top of grave. And there is headstone. Well, it's not a stone, but it's made of wood because this is just for temporary. Soon the grave will be changed to permanent design like you saw previously. And I placed some stool over here so the people who visit the graveyard can take a break in here too. Alright, let's speed up the time to nighttime using MCCC mode so you can see how the graveyard looks like in the night. And this is how it looks like when the night comes. Ooh, so spooky! Well, if you didn't know yet, in Indonesia, our mystical culture is still very strong, so there are a lot of ghost stories circulating among the people that lives here. Parents tend to make up some scary stories so their kids will afraid to going outside after dark. One thing that I still remember when I was a kid that my mom was carrying with me with a story that if I haven't come home yet at sunset, I will be kidnapped by Kalong Wewe or Wewe Gombel. So, it's a ghost usually depicted as an old woman who kidnapped children who has been abandoned and ignored by their parents. Some said Wewe Gombel is not evil because she will return the kids once the parents know what their mistake is, but still, having a scary appearance does make one afraid, right? And we have the most well-known ghost in Indonesia. It's called pocong or a wrapped ghost. Pocong is a type of ghost in the form of a human wrapped in white cloth, the cloth called as kain kafan. It's very common for Indonesians to use this once they passed away, before burial. Well, actually it also depends on what religion you are. Most people say that pocong is a spirit of a dead person trapped in their own kain kafan. Okay, I think we've had enough with the graveyard. It's kinda spooky now as I'm recording this alone in my room in the middle of the night. Well, don't worry, you will see this graveyard again in the gameplay. And here we have saung or similar gazebo that we saw at the beginning of the video, but this one have different purpose. This is actually used for security patrol. In Indonesia, we called it as Siskamling, which stands for Sistem Keamanan Lingkungan. Seharusnya ada satpam yang jaga di sini tiap malam. Awalnya aku pengen ada baju yang kayak gini di The Sims, tapi waktu aku cari nggak ada, so kayaknya saung ini bakalan nggak dipakai deh. That's so unfortunate. Alright, let's get to the next one. Oh wait, let's change it to daytime first. So this is tahu bulat dadakan. If I translate it to English, tahu bulat means round tofu. So basically this truck over here sells round tofu. It was viral in social media a few years ago in Indonesia. And why is that? There's a few reasons behind that. I will tell you while demonstrating the truck.
Tahu bulat digoreng dadakan 500-an. Halo.
Okay, this is the sound of tahu bulat digoreng dadakan. Well, basically the sound that coming from the truck is one of the reason why it attracts so many people attention in social media. But not just that, the tofu is also very cheap. It only costs like 500 perak. In US dollar, I think it only costs around 30 cents. It's very cheap, right? Wah, bannya nempel guys. Well, another highlight of tahu bulat dadakan is the seller. They will sit on the back of the truck in here and they will fry the tofu on the spot when someone buy it. Oh no, Mr. Rudy's chickens! I forgot to take care of them. Too busy being a tour guide. Okay, let's go home now. Alright, let's take care of these little fellas. Yuk, makan yuk. Kasian, pada lapar semua ya. Okay, now what's left in Kampung Paguyuban? Oh, one more thing. This is the houses for orang yang tajir-tajir parah tinggalnya di sini nih. Wait, it shouldn't be look like this. I think it's an error. Well, forget it. Okay, you will see these houses in detail once I'm uploading the gameplay. You will also meet the residents who lives in these houses, so that's it. I have finished taking you guys on a tour around Kampung Paguyuban. Well, this is it. We will see each other again in the next episode of the gameplay. And the next time we see each other, it will be the time to finally meet everyone who lives in here. Are you curious to see them? Well, you can tell me on the comments, so I will upload the next episode right away. Alright, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.